Alright, welcome back. I've got a new video for you today with a familiar machine that was on my channel for a short period of time. This unit right here is the LiftMaster 87504-267. Yes, no MC and no R. This is my original 87504 that I had on my door at my townhouse that sounded like a coffee grinder, and I was very displeased with. So I decided to take it upon myself and make the factory revisions with the factory foam pads and the locations that they put them on this, as well as one additional location, which I will show you all three locations of where they are, the two factory and the one additional that I did at the end of this video. So here it is. This is kind of a rare unit because it's not MC and the lights flash 10 times when you trip the sensors, and the Security Plus light feature works on it when you break the beam with an open door with the lights off. I'll show you the end panel. There it is. This doesn't have a lot of cycles on it. This does have the COVID-19 manufacturing in it, so it does kind of have more of the vacuum cleaner sound to it. But to be straight up and honest with you guys, I'd rather listen to that than the buzzing noises that these made with the plastic. So I have fully disassembled this, like I said, and isolated the spots that need the attention with the foam. So here it is. This is a pretty good unit now, and I think we'll probably try and put this on one of the CHIs just to try it out. But let me grab this 893 Max non-MC and let's run this. Definitely has a high-pitched whine to it, but like I said, I'd rather hear that than the buzzing of the plastic that would sound like a 90s Sears Craftsman, which nothing against those machines. Those are childhood beauties that I love, but don't really want my belt drive sounding like that. Anyway, down direction. One thing I will say about the 87504, it has a different LED light ring than the 6690. I found out the way they retain that physical LED panels inside the plastic housing is different than the 6690, as well as the lens. The lens is made of a harder plastic on the 87504 versus the 6690 is more pliable. So that's kind of neat. So yeah, this one, it's a -267 package. One of the 893s I'm using right now, but I think I'm going to swap it out for a different one so I can get it put back with this. And unfortunately, the original 878 Max, one day I was not having a good day and it wasn't cooperating, and I absolutely destroyed the keypad. So I don't have one that's properly dated to this opener anymore. But that was years ago when that happened. So let me run it one more time for you so you can hear. Okay, and we'll trip the sensor so you can see that it is a non-MC. Being that this is non-MC too, this is still tri-band, which is a heck of a lot better than the 315 megahertz they had to use on the MC openers. This will open about as far as the 6690 distance-wise. So there you have it, the revised / restored 87504 from 2021, non-MC, super quiet now. So like I said, once we get time, I like to either get it up on one of the CHIs just for a video, or, you know, maybe if I can get out of this house I'm in, I'd like to get into a situation where I could have a door just for openers, kind of like what the RGD man has with his Rolante. But I'd like to get like a CHI or a Haas door, sandwich door, just to run openers on. But anyway, that's future. That's my video of the 87504-267 from 2021. Now we're going to cut over to the locations of where I put the foam in. So enjoy. So here's a factory revision on the 87504. That's one of them right here. The two little foam pads there. They go between the case and the bottom light assembly. And I will show you another one here in a minute. As you can see, we're making another revision to this. That is the piece that clamps the LED panels to the housing. That's where this one went. They all look like this. I'm going to do every one of them. This is not a factory revision. This is a SMS revision. So that's this. That's the only one that won't be factory on here. But that's my advice. Okay, last revision that we had to make to this machine. This is also a factory revision. Most of us know it. But you put the two foam pieces about 1/4 inch from the edge there, from where the hashing or whatever you want to call that. This part where it's got the lines, 1/4 inch in from that. Put them right there on the outer two, top and bottom. And there we have successfully revised the 87504 with the foam pads. So some factory revisions, and then of course one revision that I made personally because I think it's necessary. Anyway, that's it. There's your part number 2, by the way. Forgot to mention that in the video of those foam pads. That is a LiftMaster part number. It is actually sold for the lens covers on the chain drives. They want you to use these for that. Lens covers on the chain drives, but they are the exact same foam pads they use on the factory revised 87504s. So there you go.